Hey, how you guys doing? It's TheFrXion here, or Tiger Tank 12, and today we are on the test server again, and I have to hurry up because the test server is going to come to an end if I don't hurry up this preview of the German tanks and of the new premium tanks here. The T-44-85, the Chinese Type 64 and the Type 3 Chinokai, the first Japanese tank ever in World of Tanks. So I still have to do that, and I'm gonna hurry up that I will finish the German line today. That means I'm gonna sell the stock real fast. Since we're on the test server, it's not gonna matter. 2, 3, 8, 6, 7, 6, and there we go. Not enough bunks in the barracks. Well, I don't give a shit. Just dismiss the crew. 2, 3, 8, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, whatever. So the last 3 tanks that still remain, and I still have to test. And since I'm doing this from the upper part down to the lower part, I will do that right now. So the Nashorn. This is actually a pretty good known tank. It looks exactly like a Hummel, just with, instead of an artillery gun, with a tank destroyer gun or a very good 88mm gun. So, tank destroyer Nashorn, designated the Hornet until 1944, produced on the same chassis as the Hummel Heavy SPG. The vehicle first saw combat on Eastern Front in the summer of 1943. A total of 494 vehicles were manufactured. So this tank already looks like a Hummel, and pretty much it is like a Hummel, just with a TD gun instead of artillery gun. So it has 600 health points, 27 tons weight load limit maximum, a 300 horsepower engine, speed limit of 40 kilometers per hour, traverse speed of 36 degrees per second, which is okay. Non-existent hull armor, 30 millimeters up front, 20 on the side, 20 on the back. Standard shell damage of 180 up to 300. This is the 88 centimeter gun. Standard shell penetration of 152 up to 254, and a rate of fire of 9.52 rounds, which is fairly high, but could be higher with this gun. 26 degrees per second gun traverse speed, 390 meters view range, which is fairly good for a tier 6, and a signal range of 550 meters. That's not too bad either. So, as always, every German new TD has a very bad engine in here, but this tank, it's not that bad on this tank, because actually you still get 40 kilometers per hour. What's so special about this tank is that there are no oversized guns for this tank, but still you get a tier 8 gun you would actually get on the Tiger 2 or on the VK or on Jack Panther. Right here you can see all the tanks that have this 88mm gun just on a tier 6. So enough talking, let's jump into a game. Damn, I gotta get these previous videos done before all this kind of stuff. Because I think the patch will be released tomorrow on the North American server. That means that it already has been around on the European or the Russian server for maybe a week or 2 weeks now. And yeah, well, American server always gets all the kind of stuff later, which I kind of find a little bit sad, but you know, it's how Wargaming manages all their stuff and how they do it. So I have the feeling that the sound on this game is not working, or on the test server. I don't know. I have to check it later on the recorded video. So this tank, let's see, how does the gun depression look on it? It's not as good as on the Panzer Selbstfeuerwaffe 5. It's almost pretty much non-existent. but you should be able to manage. And I do not know why the whole team is going into the middle. I rather have some people defending, but I guess they don't see it the same way as I do. So, pen on this gun is 203 millimeters, which is absolutely enough to penetrate any tank in this game. Its usual damage is 240, which is quite good if you compare it to the reload speed. You have a 5.44 second reload if you have the crew on 100% and also gun rammer on it. Then you will have quite fast reloading tank destroyer, which cannot take any hits because of the low and thin armor. Do not expect to be bouncing stuff or to get a lot of zero damage shots. This tank is just like the Hummel, and you don't usually bounce off the Hummel if you play against and if you find a Hummel in the game, since it's rather covered up most of the time, so that makes a lot of sense. I hope so for you guys. So, looks like we got their elk. Never mind, there's another elk. Oh, that was that elk that came through there. That's not good. We lost our artillery, or dialecto. I'm in a bad spot to support them. And I have some freaking stupid frame rate drops. I do not know why I have these, but I just do. And I'm just gonna take some cover, get some pop shots out. And I'm afraid that they could be flanking from the right side pretty soon. So that means I have to turn the side and look over to the right side, and there's a KV2, and I hope he's not aiming at me, which would be a very nice treat for him if he hit me with a 20 millimeter side armor with his 152 caliber derp gun. So we're just gonna take some pop shots at this Nashorn. He has no armor whatsoever, and we have a great reload time. Hope he can't back up. Nope. We take him out, and there he goes. So what I'm more afraid of at the moment is to get flanked, and that's exactly what's happening right there. So I'm gonna take care of the first Hellcat behind him. Never mind, but this tank just has awesome penetration. We take one in. We have to pull back because it's getting too dangerous. Its turning speed is actually quite good, if you ask me. Its speed in general isn't too bad either. Just it's in a good area, just not in the best area, if you can put it like that. So I'm gonna see. This game is pretty much lost. My team has really disappointed me. That was a big disappointment right here. I do not know why they played like freaking dirt, but they played like dirt. And we had the numbers in the Death Valley, or whatever you want to call it, and they still lost. So I have the view range, but I'm in the open. I have a camo net, but I'm still in the open. It's pretty much open invitation to shoot me right here. So that means I have to pull back. At least get some cover. But yeah, right there we spot the ARL. He's on a slope, so that's why we didn't hit him. He's capping. Looks like our TOG is doing some work. Well, the ARL is pretty ignorant, if you ask me. Luckily for us, it turns out to be a good trade for our case, and he ignores us pretty much. And now we're getting some big trouble coming in from the other side here, and I have to set up a little bit better. See if I can hit that ticker max. No good shot, but I maybe can take out the artillery that is sitting over there. There is the VK. We have to take out the VK before, or he's gonna flank us. VK spots us. We take him out, but we're almost done. So, yeah. Artillery is all over us. I'm gonna see if I can move down here. Oh. Ah, crap. I wanted to drive around him. But, you know, what can you do if you have a team of not too good players? If you can put it that way. We did 1,845 damage, and we did top damage. And I really like the way this tank feels. Feels a lot like a fast-moving, good turning speedish tank destroyer with a great gun like the Jag Tiger 88 gun. I think it's even the same, could be, which really does reload fast, do a decent amount of damage, and pen a lot of tanks. That's what I like. So since this tank is rather fast and it has decent mobility, I will go up north and not sit at base and shoot down there, since I can do that. Not like the pz.sfl.V Selbstfahrerlafette. He cannot go up there in that kind of speed and agility we have, but still he does have a little bit better armor. But in the end, it does. If it comes down, both tanks will be destroyed equally as fast as yeah, pretty much. Just a big thing, a big difference is that the Panzer Selbstfahrerlafette has a lot better gun depression, but my gun elevation is better than the Panzer SFL, so that means I can shoot upwards better, but I cannot shoot downwards better. So that means you have to get used to these kind of tanks very differently. If you play this tank on a slope, you probably won't be able to shoot down like the Panzer Selbstfahrerlafette, even though the gun depression is not too bad. I'm not sure why I said it's horrible. It's okay, actually. Chinese tanks have worse gun depression, a lot worse. There was a very nice shot of the FV304 right there. And yeah, you have to get used to these tanks, of course. There's a big difference in these tanks. I think I just tracked them, but didn't do any damage, which is fairly sad if you ask me. I always like to do damage, but hey, he's dead, so what else do you want? Dead is dead, so better than still alive and sweeping around like a crazy guy right here. So they haven't somebody should shot me in the ass. Yeah, it was C25. I see that he just typed in sorry in Russian. Even though I'm not sure that that word even exists in Russian. So we pretty much have done absolutely nothing this round. Our team just has been way too good. We got shot in our butt by friendly. Elk was running around and we hit him, we tracked him, but did 0 damage. And now we're pushing into their enemy base, and they actually have almost nobody left. Well, they have 2 team killers. That explains why they have 2 players that have a -1. They only killed 2 of our guys. If you look at it with the meaning that they team killed 2 of them. So I'm one shot to this Panzer Selbstfahrerlafette But we do have the great penetration that we need to pen him, even though we don't really need it, since he's a very, very bad armored tank destroyer, and is mostly there to destroy tanks, not really to engage him from up close. You cannot take in one shot with that thing. Not even one single hit. It's your death sentence. It's crazy. So they're very occupied. He is running around. That guy's suiciding, I think, and well, this is a game that really turned around quite fast. Let's see if I can kill him. Of course, this gun is a true beauty. This is a true beautiful gun. Aims in so fast, reloads really, really great. I think this is the same gun as the Jag Tiger 88, and it's a beautiful gun. I'm not sure why they don't have it on the Tiger 2 or the Tiger, because this thing would really rock everything. So we got a victory out of that. Let's make this video 20 minutes long or a little bit longer, and let's jump into the last game today for this preview, and let's see how it turns out. So this is going to be the real test of this tank, tier 8 match. I do not have any gold rounds on it, just HE and AP. 203 millimeters of pen. Let's see if we are able to do a lot of damage in this one. I will set up at A0 because I do not like to sit at the I do not like to sit at the bridge. I do not like to sit up on top of the mountain, and I do not like to be pushing the K line with this tank destroyer. So that means I can only sit back there and snipe all the guys that are coming in over the bridge. And what the hell is this E25 doing? I have no idea. So we got a Jag Panther 2 pushing over the bridge, which is fairly deadly if you ask me. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should go help over there. I'm not a big fan of pushing that bridge or that side because you're in the disadvantage most definitely because of the slope, and there you have the hill. Oh well, we just got one. He drowned. Well, what a douchebag. Hate those people that always drown or suicide or whatever. So let's see. This is beautiful. This gun elevation is perfect. If you're on top of a hill, you can just aim over there like you're like a freaking anti-air gun. Suka. Suka is the Russian word for jerk or douchebag, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Looks like they're pushing the AB line, but they're also pushing the J line down there. And we don't have anybody looking at the J line except for that heavy tank that's moving down there right now. And we just took out IS-2, or that was not me. Somebody else just took him out, E25. Well, it looks like they're working it, so I can move up. I don't have to stay so far behind because the enemy team has the exact same idea over there. So I have a camo net. I can set up somewhere over here, and if they are pushing, I can still support them from this far of a range and still do some damage. Since we have an AFK Ferdinand. There was a very bad placed shot right there. There goes a much better shot. Let's take him out. I guess I have to back up because this is not looking good. I'm gonna take out T-44 though. As you can see, the great gun on this, great pen on this gun is beautiful. It's working very well. So they pretty much abandoned the whole south bridge and pushed the north bridge like crazy with all their heavy tanks and mediums, and that means I have to be very careful over here. I'm not sure if I'm 100% in the bush or not. There comes the IS-6 over the bridge, or at least he's trying. This is the ultimate test for this gun, and the first shot is beautifully. Oh my god, this gun, I just fell in love with this gun. Then we have a suicide artillery over there. This gun is beautiful. That accuracy and that pen for this tier, you'll finally be able to do a lot of damage and stay hidden. And I just need that artillery to. Never mind. Somebody got him. I have to say this tank is a great tank, a lot of fun to play, very fast, and this is the equivalent of a hunter tank. If you're out there and you get spotted, you're very vulnerable, but if you're far away, you're gonna snipe them to death with the accuracy and with the penetration. And since you won't get into tier 9 matches, you won't have to be to worry about very heavily armored people, except for maybe the IS-3 or the T-34 side, frontal turret side there. But other than that, you'll be able to pen them. Yeah, this tank is a beauty, in my opinion, and I'm not sure if this tank is a lot better. I really enjoyed the whole tank line up to this point, but of course, this is only a beta. They could still switch it around. They will release the test server very soon, still in this week or tomorrow maybe. But we never know. It's wargaming. They always change their plans sometimes, and fix some of the tanks that are OP or stuff like that, and they could ruin this tank. Not to be a meanie or something like that, but I mean it's just fact. So there we go. There were 3 games in the Nashorn. A very funny looking tank in my opinion, but a very, very nice tank. You see 2035 damage in a tier 8 match, almost top tier, top ranked, and I have to say this is a beautiful tank. It looks a lot funny. It cannot take a hit. It does have a great gun, great elevation, gun depression is pretty good, great reverse speed, great speed for its size and its tier. Just be careful, don't ram anything. You're only 27 tons, that's absolutely nothing. And yeah, I have to say I enjoyed both the pz.sfl.V and the Nashorn. So yeah, thanks for watching in, and I see you guys later.